Introduction: the purpose of analyzing literature. There are several reasons for analyzing literature. It strengthens your reading and writing skills. It enables a reader to see that his life and experiences have parallels to those found in literary works. It enhances a reader's understanding of the world through the exploration of others' experiences, of which he or she might not have had first-hand knowledge. And it improves a reader's understanding of the relationship between the elements of a literary work and its theme. A theme is a statement of opinion the author is making about life and society. A reader can understand the theme of a literary work when he closely examines the parts of that work. There are 8 literary elements that the author considers and manipulates in order to make his theme clear to the reader. Not all 8 literary elements will always be equally important in every piece of literature, but it is important to know and understand them. Themes are seldom stated directly. One way to discover the theme of a work of literature is to think about what happens to the central character. The importance of that event, stated in terms that apply to all human beings, is the theme. Plot. The plot of a literary work is the series of events in the story. The author emphasizes the more important parts of the plot so the reader can be involved in the story and understand what is happening. The author stresses certain parts of the plot in order to make his theme clear to the reader. Plot is a sequence of events in a story. It consists of 4 elements. The exposition is simply the introductory material, which gives the setting, creates the tone, presents the characters, and supplies other facts necessary for understanding the story. The complication is the author's developing the conflict upon which the plot is based. In this part, the author proceeds to entangle the characters in the web of this conflict. The climax is the turning point of the story. It is the moment of highest interest and greatest emotional response on the reader's part. The resolution, or denouement, is the concluding part of the story. It rounds out the action and brings the reader down from the high point of the climax. Conflict is the struggle between 2 or more opposing forces. There are 4 types of conflict. Man versus man is a conflict with other people. It pits one person against another. In it, the reader seeks to know how a character reacts to the stress of conflict. Man versus nature is a conflict with nature. It pits man against the elements. In it, the reader observes how a run-in with nature tests the limits of a person's strength and maybe even his will to live. Man versus society is a conflict with society. Sometimes a person's values, beliefs, and actions result in conflict with just about everyone in a group, in a community, or in all of society in general. The individual is challenging the values and customs everybody else lives by. Lastly is man versus himself, which is an internal conflict. 2 conflicting elements struggle within a character for mastery. This is a good test of a character's values. Setting is the time and place of a story. The author describes the geographical location, the physical surroundings, the historical period in which a story is set. Devices that are often used are sights, sounds, and smells, historical events, details of architecture or transportation, and images and impressions. The author chooses an appropriate setting so his theme is clear and the plot and characters are realistic. Setting is sometimes extremely important to theme, and sometimes it's not so crucial. Characterization is a study of a fictional character's traits. It describes a character's personality and motivation. There are many ways in which characters can be described. There is direct characterization, which tells